Autism is a neurological disorder that usually appears before a child's third birthday. It is marked by impaired language skills, impaired social skills, and repetitive behaviors. Recently, there has been a dramatic and unexplained increase in the number of children diagnosed with autism. Medical scientists estimate an autism ratio of 1 in every 150 children in the United States, others estimate 1 in 500. Both figures are alarming, especially considering that scientists do not know what causes autism and do not know how to cure it. Medical researchers have been looking for answers. Scientists use the term autism spectrum to refer to the range of capabilities that autistic people display. At one extreme of the spectrum, individuals are severely affected, while at the other extreme, individuals are only mildly affected. Some individuals cannot speak, others are highly verbal. Some are overly sensitive to noise, others seem not to notice it. Some prefer to be alone, others want friends. Some even marry and have children. Some are unable to learn school subjects, others go on to acquire a PhD degree. Indeed, each person with autism may have a unique set of traits. Although scientists agree on the traits that characterize autism, they have not yet found what causes autism. In the 1950s, autism was considered a psychological disorder, caused by refrigerator mothers. Their personalities were thought to be so cold and uncaring that their children grew up unable to speak or interact with others. As research progressed, scientists realized that autism was actually a neurological or brain disorder. Studies have identified several areas of the brain that differ from the norm in autistic individuals. These areas involve emotions, critical thinking, learning, and paying attention. However, no one area seems to hold the key to autism. Some researchers have inferred that faulty neural connections between areas of the brain may be responsible for autism. Or perhaps there are too many connections, resulting in an overload of messages within the brain. Medical scientists have also explored brain chemistry. In a recent study, researchers took blood samples from many newborns. When some of these babies later developed autism, the researchers tested their early blood samples and found high levels of 4 chemicals that influence the early phases of brain development. However, they have not been able to prove a direct link between the chemicals and the autism. There is strong agreement that genes, carriers of inherited traits, play a role in autism, and research continues to explore heredity as a cause. Recently, researchers found a link between autism and the age of the child's father, with the odds of parenting an autistic child increasing with older fathers. It is also known that among autistic children, males predominate by a ratio of 4:1, and that autism seems to run in families. Despite the strong hereditary evidence, scientists have yet to identify a single gene responsible for autism. They now think that a combination of 10 or more faulty genes may trigger autism. Scientists are also investigating environmental causes. They have looked into toxic metals in water and soil, harmful chemicals in household products, viruses, air pollution, and even television viewing, but have not found a consistent link to autism. Despite this extensive research, scientists have been unsuccessful in finding either a cause or a cure for autism. However, treatment, either through medication or training, has benefited many autistic children by helping them to relax, to constrain antisocial behavior, to participate socially, and to learn useful skills. Medication has worked for some children, but it has not been widely used because it can have serious side effects. Other treatments that have worked for some children include controlling the child's diet, providing the child with a companion dog, and encouraging self-expression through art. The most common training is applied behavior analysis, which breaks down a task into tiny steps and rewards every small success with a bit of cookie or other treat. If a child does not speak, for example, the therapist will reward even a small sound while repeating a word that she wants the child to say. It may take several sessions to get the child to utter a sound, and many more to get him to say a word, but each success is praised and rewarded. Many autistic children have improved greatly with such training, but others have not. Whatever treatment parents decide is appropriate, they must be aware that children are most likely to benefit if they begin early. Delaying treatment until the child matures is a waste of valuable time. Parents must also recognize that not all treatments benefit every child, so they must regularly assess their child's behavior for signs of progress. Treatment that doesn't work is also a waste of time. Meanwhile, scientists are still looking for answers to solve the autism puzzle.